Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at your luck and fortune situation for the next 3 weeks. So this reading will span between the time of the third week of February all the way to March 14th. March 14th is the first eclipse of 2025, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to take a look at what's going on in this stretch of time. I also think this is kind of a golden window of opportunity to do some manifestation, to plan out your dreams, visions, and goals. With that said, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, Libra, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you. Now, I've been telling this to every sign, and I think it's a good thing to have on your radar. The day after the eclipse, so that would be March 15th, is a Mercury retrograde. And right now, not only do I think do we have a golden window of time to manifest some awesome things and to bring some good fortune into our lives, but also it's a really good time to get your ducks in a row, okay, between now and the next 3 weeks. If you have any travel that you are planning on doing beyond March 15th, it would be a great idea if you can plan that travel, book the tickets, do all of that. That would be really beneficial, and I think it would make this retrograde go pretty smoothly for you. Now, the thing is, we always have multiple retrogrades in a year, and retrogrades are not an excuse to not do anything. We always have to, the world keeps spinning, right? Life keeps going. But if you know that one's coming up and you can do some planning, particularly around travel, it will make it go way easier. So anyway, wow, Libra. I'm a Libra, and I gotta tell you, I love to see this reading for us here. So yeah, we'll dive into this. Wow, this looks great. Anyway, energy on the bottom. You do have the Five of Wands. So what are you fighting for here, Libra? What are you fighting for? The Five of Wands can talk about a conflict or disagreement or argument, a tussle, or these people here are sparring. But I have a feeling that this is coming forward to say that, ask you, what are you fighting for? There's something that you are fighting for in your life. What do you want really badly? What do you want so bad that, every single free moment that you have, you think about it, Libra? I think you're fighting for something that you really want to see happen in your life, You're fighting for some sort of dream, and I think some sort of vision, and I think for some of you, you're fighting for a new beginning here in your life, because we do have these double aces and they're in a really nice position. Wow. There's a new business here on the horizon for some of you, or there's you are adding something to your business, or you may be restructuring the business that you own or the side hustle that you own if you're an entrepreneur. There's also changes maybe going on in the workplace or the way that you make money here as well. Let's go ahead and dive into this reading. This is really interesting. You have the Death card here showing up in the middle position. This position is very important because it spills into the rest of the cards, okay? And the Death card really says that there's a major transformation happening in your life. This is the idea of basically not going back to the old ways or the old version of the way that you did something, or the version of you maybe even. I would say that the Death card is the butterfly energy. It's going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? The butterfly will never be the caterpillar again, right? Once they transform. And you'll always be you, Libra, but there's something that is undeniably changing. This is a very positive energy in the tarot. Some people misinterpret this when they're watching readings. But most readers know that the Death card is a really good card. It's a positive energy, especially when it's aspected by, oh my gosh, all of these amazing cards. And remember, this Death card is spilling into all of these cards. It's aspecting all of these cards here. You have huge transformations that are happening here, potentially in the next 3 weeks. If it doesn't happen in the next 3 weeks, the actions that you take are getting you there. I'm also looking at this diamond pattern. Okay, so if we go like Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Hermit, Ace of Wands. I don't normally look at this. and I don't have a meaning for it. I know like for this spread, there are meanings for the corners, there are meanings for diagonals, and then this is a really this spread you can really interpret however you want. But anyway, this diamond is interesting. Okay, let me know what you see in the diamond. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are on that. But this transformation is really, for many of you, it's you know what, maybe it's what's in orbit here, but what's in orbit here is a really strong new beginning for you with the double aces. Let's just go ahead and dive right in here and continue this reading. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, Libra. Some of you are getting offers and opportunities in work. Some of you are getting offers and opportunities to earn more money. I feel like this is sort of like, I feel like some of you here are entrepreneurs, right? I feel like some of you are self-employed, and I feel like this is the reason I said is because it's like you've been waiting for something to happen for so long. It's like some opportunity that you've been waiting for. It feels like it's right on the precipice of coming in. In the past, you have really, really set yourself up in some ways. I would say financially for many of you, but also, if that's not resonating, like you are very, very much, you own your independence, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is a major card of independence in the tarot, okay? This person can stand on their own 2 feet. And actually, if you're looking at the traditional meaning of this card, this person can afford to have some luxuries in life, okay? And it's because of all of the work that they've done so far through the suit of Pentacles. They've gone from the ace all the way through the 8, and now they're at the 9. They've only got one more level, which would be the 10, and the 10 is like building an empire. It's like a major legacy, right? But they are very comfortable at the 9 of Pentacles, okay? This is like being able to enjoy some luxuries in life and being, most importantly, independent. It's also potentially a card of hobbies. And I think that some of you have turned a passion into a profit, okay? So one of my first passions, not in life, but one of my first passions that I actually turned into a profit was tarot cards. And I can tell you that like as soon as I investigated that, just so many things in my life started going right. When I made the choice to turn my passion into a profit. When I decided to turn my passion into a business, I should say. Well, it's the same. But then I also, personally started a travel channel, and that was another hobby that I wanted to monetize. So the point is not to talk about me, but instead say, are there hobbies? Is there a hobby or multiple hobbies that you have, or some sort of passion that you have that you feel like you could turn into a real business? You may not realize it, Libra, but it's possible. In this day and age, in 2025 and beyond, there are so many opportunities to turn what you love to do into a real business. And I feel like saying this to you. You may have an opportunity here. You may even meet somebody that's like doing what you want to be doing, and they're like, here's how you do it. For others of you who are not resonating on that, it's almost like maybe some of you are moving into retirement. I know I have a bunch of people that say, what about the messages for retirees? I feel like some of you, maybe you're in a comfortable retirement here. This is a solid combination of a comfortable retirement. You may be selling off your land, selling off your properties, or you may have also inherited some of this. There might be an inheritance here. Some of you may also just be making money moves in real estate. When you look at the Pentacles, it's not just about literal money, cash in your bank account, but it's also especially the Knight of Pentacles associated with real estate. There also may be contracts that you're signing. The Page of Pentacles is associated with maybe contracts, documents, but and also learning something, by the way. Let's go and continue forward here. You have the Ace of Wands, the Death card, and the Ace of Swords. Double aces here. Amazing. The Ace of Wands is personally like my favorite card in the tarot, or one of them, probably my favorite. I'm a Libra, right? I can't decide. But the Ace of Wands is really like the major side hustles card. And this is like, if you want to turn a passion into a profit, it's the Ace of Wands, like literally. That's why I started off with that reading, or that interpretation, when I looked at the cards, because it felt very, very big for some of you. Okay, you're really fighting for this new beginning. The Ace of Wands can also be, if it's not about self-employment, it can say that there's a new opportunity for a career as well. And this, by the way, this would be a career that's completely different, I think, from the career that you're in now. Okay, so maybe you were an accountant and now you're going to, I don't know, be a barista, or you're going, I don't know, something completely different, right? Uh, it's like, if there is a new opportunity for a career for some of you, and again, it's going to feel transformative because it's so different. It's so different than what you were doing in the past with this Death card. And the Ace of Swords is really about a breakthrough, a new beginning that can bring about a breakthrough. So this is amplifying, when I get two aces like this, there's also sort of like a polar situation going on here, north-south, which is really interesting. Some of you may be traveling north to south here as well for this new beginning. But when I get this, it's sort of like an amplification. And the Ace of Swords is about also like divine intervention, okay? And coming up with some sort of like foresight or insight into a new beginning that you want to see actually happen. In the final column, you have the Sun, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups here. Okay, always a good sign when you see the Sun in a tarot reading. It's total happiness and positivity. It's you it's you shining as bright as the sun. I just combined words there and made a new word. It's you shining as bright as the sun. And you can see that you have a real gravity towards you at this time, as you see all the planets here are gravitating around the sun, okay, moving around the sun. And you have a real gravity. People can feel your good vibe, your good energy that you are emanating when you have the Sun card. The Sun card also amplifies the positive aspects of the cards around it and negates the challenging aspects of cards around it. So the Sun is really one you want to see. Okay, so this new beginning here is particularly, this Ace of Wands is really sticking out to me. More so than the Ace of Swords, but the Ace of Swords is almost like you're going to snap your fingers and know exactly what you need to do. This Ace of Wands seems really, really pure. Okay, it seems very pure. Like, if there's something that you really, really feel like you can turn into a profit-generating business, it's possible. It's really possible. The Hermit says that you're kind of, you're on this journey right now, and it feels like sometimes all you need is yourself. Right? All you need is yourself. Like, I do see people showing up, but sometimes we need a moment and we need space to think through things. And the Queen of Cups says that maybe you want to take care of your needs, but it's more so in this type of reading, as I'm looking at your fortune situation, it's about your dreams. And this person is definitely a dreamer, but you have this here with the Five of Wands, you're fighting for something, right? You are definitely fighting for something here. Libra, let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you and see what the messages have. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take two of those and two of those. Perfect. Okay, I guess I usually put this upright, so I put it facing up. So let's go ahead and read the card on the bottom. You have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance, okay? So again, I didn't see really this is definitely not a love reading, but yeah, maybe syncing your heart with your passion here, like your heart with your business here is something that's showing up. You then have Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. And then you have Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. I think there's something maybe, it's almost like in going in this new direction that you really feel passionate about, you are helping yourself. You're having compassion for yourself. That's what I see from these oracle cards so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two. You have El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And then you have Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. The sword can, in some ways, be associated with Libra, as the Justice card, which is the Libra card in the tarot, is holding the sword, and the sword can also be about divine law and order. Law and order. Libra is the sign of law and order, and for you, maybe you really want to communicate with the universe here, as I look at this voice of truth, on what you want, right? So it's almost like maybe some of you feel like you can't have this. It may feel far-fetched. Does being a tarot reader and a traveler sound far-fetched to you? And making that a business? For many people it does, but I've done this for 4 years. And the point is that you may have some interesting hobby, like just some random hobby that, you know, people don't believe could be a business. And you know what? It's absolutely possible. Let's go ahead and shuffle this set of cards here. We'll go ahead and get some additional details on this reading. Libra, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Okay, so you have the Page of Swords. Important card, I'll tell you why. You have the Death card again, wow, and you have the Seven of Swords. Okay. With the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords, now the Page of Swords can represent delays in the tarot, and the Seven of Swords may ask you to create a game plan or a strategy. This person needed a game plan before they could steal these swords. I'm definitely feeling like for some of you, you want to do this Mercury retro planning, okay? You want to, especially for those of you traveling here, I don't see a ton of travel cards or really any, but maybe some of you are. You'll definitely want to, just a heads up, you'll definitely want to, yeah, try to get the flight booked if you can before the 15th. Yeah, some sort of game plan here that is showing up. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords on the other end, what I would say is be wary of things that seem too good to be true. Okay, now I know I just went on this long rant about how you may have a far-fetched idea that people think is crazy, but you actually can turn it into a business. I still believe that. But if there are other people who are like offering you like get rich quick schemes or something like this here, I would be very wary of that because this can be a card of deception, the Seven of Swords. Otherwise, the Death card here, man, it's almost like in the next 3 weeks, you'll be in a completely different space here. Okay, there could be an offer that comes in that changes everything with the Page of Pentacles, the Death card twice here. You know, it is interesting. It is true how you can meet one person and that person changes your path. That person changes everything for you. They may just say something that is very, very important for you to hear. They may give you advice that is very, very helpful. They may become friends, and that friend stays with you for a long time. Or you may enter into a relationship with this person. You could meet somebody in the love of your life. And it is very true that you can meet one person and they change everything for you. And vice versa, you change everything for them. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We have the Page of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Page of Wands is like a classic adventure. This is really somebody who wants to just live life to the fullest, especially when you have the Ace of Wands. But if you got the Knight of Wands, that's like the even more so. This person's really living a crazy life, like a inspiring, awesome life. But the Page of Wands has that similar idea. This is also like an explorer. I'm looking at this, it's sort of like this person's an explorer, right? They're kind of like an explorer. You see the pyramids in the background, and they're kind of blazing trails, especially with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think that you maybe are doing something that just people don't normally do, you know? Which is great. You have this Three of Swords and the Death card. Maybe a change in relationship for some of you. This didn't feel like a love reading, but there's maybe something that you're separating from. Again, this wasn't a love reading, so there may be something that's just a little bit painful in life. Maybe you're separating from business. Maybe you're separating from... maybe you have to let go of something, right? Like you have to let go of a... something that you've done for a long time, right? Something that you've put your heart into. Maybe some of you have to do that. You also have the Five of Pentacles here with the Ace of Swords. That's interesting. It's not really connecting here. This is an incredibly positive reading, but there's a reason why we clarify for more cards. Five of Pentacles may say that there is a new beginning after you've lost something. You know, these two cards could say there's new beginning after you've lost something, maybe financially or maybe in some other area. Wow, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the High Priestess, and you also have the Four of Wands. So, you know what's interesting here This diagonal is really interesting. It's there's maybe a situation with a relationship that you have, whether it be romantic or not, that is causing you to have some nightmares or causing you to stay up late at night. And I don't even know that the breakup is happening. It may not. But maybe some of you are contemplating, like, what would it be like with or without this person type of deal. Um, there also may just be a change in relationship as well. That is, yeah. But the thing is, you may not realize that you are emanating like a huge level of happiness here with the sun. Like people can, you're really pulling solid people into your orbit with the sun card, okay? And maybe some of you are just going to really want to pay attention to your dreams at this time. This is an incredible reading. You also have the High Priestess, which says that you can maybe unlock some wisdom from within, or you may be able to go on like some sort of like spiritual pilgrimage or something like this here to find some answers that you necessarily cannot get from a textbook, right? Oftentimes the answers to life are not found in textbooks, right? And this is the idea of like having a spiritual experience, maybe, is what I'm feeling for some of you. I don't always interpret the High Priestess like that, but the High Priestess can be a way shower, by the way. I was talking about how like it is possible that, it is very true that one person can come into our lives and change everything. Well, the High Priestess is sort of like a way shower, They're able to tell you that one thing that kind of is a big unlock in your mind. You then here have the Four of Wands, which is a really solid, actually, love card. It's a card of marriage and commitment, but it's also a card of stability. On the bottom, you do have the Empress card. Okay, the Empress is a major card of abundance. It's also the mother in the tarot. But let's go ahead and you definitely have a lot of abundance here, especially with this new beginning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Kipper cards here, Libra. Let's see what the Kipper cards have for you. So you have Judication, more like a Libra type energy. You have Community. You have Unexpected Income, Coffin, Journey, and Privileged Lady. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay. It's almost like someone's moving out, Libra. Maybe you are a parent and one of your children is moving out. Or maybe you're moving out. There's definitely, remember, we have this death card twice with the coffin. I know that may trigger some anxiety for you, but that's really, it's about a transformation. Like going back to the core part of this reading, it does feel like everything is going to be changing for you. And maybe it doesn't happen in the next 3 weeks, but some events that take place in the next 3 weeks could be like a ripple effect on the rest of the year in something like this. But you have a real opportunity to really go in the direction of your hobbies, like, and turn those hobbies and passions into something that can sustain you. You have this journey card. Some of you are traveling. Okay, you want to make sure that I've already said this 100 times with the retrograde. Just cross your T's, dot your I's type deal. Then you have the Unexpected Income and Privileged Lady. There might be a dispute going on here, or there may just be something that, there may be some sort of like family dispute or dispute with somebody here around money. But I also think maybe some of you are going to get like a tax refund, or the unexpected income may be like an expectedly high, a tax refund that is unexpectedly higher than what you were expecting. Yeah, and then energy on the bottom here, you do have the Great Fortune card, which is the best card in the Kipper deck. It can say that your fortune is growing, it's turning around. You can plant really solid seeds here. And so you have the best card in the tarot with the sun, best card in the Kipper with the Great Fortune. Amazing, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you the best of luck. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will most certainly be talking to you again soon.